Okay.
Hello, my name is Jahara Pedasso Williams, and I'm here with my colleagues Kristen Brown, Blair Bradford, and Empress Durden, and we are Natura Elite Consultants. Our objective is to introduce to you our strategy for Natura Cosmeticos to enter successfully into the U.S. market, along with a marketing plan and 3-year financial projections. On our agenda today, we will cover our background, successes and challenges, and SWOT analysis, which I will go over, our strategy and triple bottom line, which will be covered by Kristen Brown, our marketing plan, which Blair Bradford will cover, and financial projections, which will be covered by Empress Durden. Finally, we will have our conclusion and question and answers. So for every company to be successful, it is important that they know about their history. So here's a little bit about Natura's. Natura Cosmeticos is a Brazilian cosmetics company founded in 1969 by Luis Seabra. It currently operates in all CF&T market segments. We are noted for our core values due to the fact that it's relationship-oriented driven, which leads into our direct sales model, which we implemented in 1974. This model allows us to create relationships and foster these relationships with our partners, our suppliers, as well as our consumers. For our consumers, we use this model to be able to understand their wants as well as their needs. We are a sustainable company focused on building a better world and not destroying it by extracting our ingredients for our products that are based on the biodiversity of Brazil and sustainable fashions, and we have been globally recognized for this. We have internationally expanded into various regions such as Argentina, Mexico, and France. We chose these not only because they were the first countries that we entered in, but also due to the fact that we learned a lot from our successes as well as our challenges. For example, in Argentina during the economic crisis, we used various strategies such as partnering with suppliers to overcome this challenge, and in return we were rewarded with enormous growth as well as remarkable brand positioning. From this, we can use this strategy to be successful in the U.S. due to the fact that the U.S. is currently in an economic recession. In Mexico, due to lack of research and development, our success was below expectation. So this led to our changing framework, in which we created a new market division that allowed us to culturally adapt to various communities as well as cultures in other countries. For France, this was the first time we did retail and also used our internet platform. For our retail experience, our retail stores were very successful, and from this we can use these same strategies that we used to be successful in France to be just as successful in the U.S. due to the fact that France and the United States are very similar markets. This is the current triple bottom line that Natura uses. It is a set of standards that measures how successful a company has been over a period of time. This includes economic responsibility as well as social and environmental. Later on, my colleague Kristen Brown will talk to you about our modified triple bottom line specific to the U.S. Here is some of our successes and challenges. One major success that we've had is the fact that we've obtained 14.8% of the global market share, making us #1 in Brazil and 3rd in the entire world. Also the fact that we've quickly captured brand awareness in the various countries that we've entered, and also the consistent growth and rise in profitability. Some of our challenges include environmental employee recruitment, finding the right people. Natura is a company deep in its beliefs and core values, and what they believe is that they want people that understand those core values and beliefs to be able to represent them in the way that they need to be represented. Also, our limited distribution through internet and retail markets. From our experience in France, we can use those same strategies to be as successful, if not more successful, in the U.S. Here's our SWOT analysis. Some of our strengths include the yearly innovation launches per year, which helps us to get a hold of our customers and keep those customers. Also, our commitment to sustainability, as well as our new market division. For our new market division, what we do is we set up teams in various regions that we enter, and what they do is they cover research and development. Some of our weaknesses include the no brand awareness in the U.S., but from our trends, we've seen that we have quickly captured brand awareness in the various markets that we've entered. We also believe that our market strategy is strong enough to overcome this. Also, our limited retail exposure, as well as lack of U.S. supplier partnerships, which we will explore in phase 1. For our opportunities, we have the goodwill by U.S. job creation, thus increasing income, as well as acceptance into the U.S. by American citizens. Also, the demand for natural and men's products, which is rising increasingly. Some of our threats include the low-cost operating competitors, because our products are not only do we use natural ingredients, but our products are sustainable, unlike our competitors that don't use natural ingredients and sustainable products, because in turn, their products tend to cost less than ours. Also, our competitors with vendor distributor as well as brand loyalty in the U.S., but we plan to explore vendor as well as distributor relationships throughout our phases. Now, Kristen Brown will introduce to you our strategy for Natura Cosméticos to successfully enter into the U.S. market. Thank you, Jahira. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you our strategy to enter the United States CF&T market. Our strategy consists of two parts. Number one consists of expanding our distribution and business operations, and number two consists of executing our four-segment value proposition. We have broken down our strategy into three phases between 2012 and 2016. In 2012, which will be in phase one, we will enter the United States in three peer areas, which will consist of two cities, Los Angeles and San Diego, Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and New York City and Philadelphia. Among entry into the United States, we will establish a U.S. subsidiary, Natura America, with headquarters being established in Miami, Florida. We will also locate two distribution centers in North Carolina and New Mexico, with a manufacturing facility in North Carolina being consolidated with our distribution center. In this phase, we will focus on exploring our supplier relationships. In phase two, which will be between 2013 and 2014, we will then expand from these three peer areas to focus regionally on these states: California, Arizona, and Nevada, Florida and Georgia, and the New England and Mid-Atlantic region. In this phase, we will focus on exploring our supplier relationships. And in phase three, we will continue to expand regionally into regions in the United States, as well as find new supplier and retailer relationships. Natura America will execute the four-segment value proposition that Natura Cosméticos is currently using. This value proposition consists of three segments: corporate behavior, channel, and products, which all drive into our brand, Purex for women and Puro for men. Under corporate behavior, we will gain a competitive advantage in the United States CF&T market by preserving our core values, which differentiate ourselves, which consist of good corporate citizenship. Under channel, we will continue to build a network of relationships through not only bringing our strength, our direct sales model to the United States, but through also expanding our experience in retail through different distribution channels. And under products, we will appreciate the diversity of the United States and our individual consumers through offering products that embrace their being and encourage sustainability in their lifestyles. Natura Purex and Puro will embrace your being, your well-being, and your being well, and encourage four themes. Number one, our reason for being, which is the harmonious relationship between well-being and being well. Number two, diversity, which embraces the idea that ethnic and cultural variety is individuality. Number three, our commitment to truth, meaning that beauty comes from within. And number four, the search of beauty without preconceived ideas, meaning that one doesn't search for beauty with paying attention to stereotypes. Our next segment is corporate behavior, which consists of good corporate citizenship. This includes environmental accountability, concern for suppliers, and social responsibility. Under environmental accountability, we want to encourage sustainability, not only in our own business, but also in businesses that we operate with, as well as our own consumers. We will do this through bringing our carbon neutral program to the United States, as well as launching our refill packaging system, which will encourage our consumers to use less bottles when using our products. Under concern for suppliers, we will build a network of relationships through partnering with certification organizations and suppliers and ensuring sustainable business operations. And under social responsibility, we will encourage philanthropy in the United States through partnering with nonprofit organizations. Now I will briefly discuss our products, which my colleague Blair Bradford will go into detail about later. In phase one, we will focus on bringing our existing products from our existing lines, Chronos and Ecos, and rebranding those under our Natura America line, Purex for women. In phase two, we will then launch our innovative women's products under Purex. And in phase three, we will bring our existing men's products from Brazil over to the United States and rebrand those products under Natura Puro for men. We have broken down our channel into three phases as well. We have brought our direct sales model to the United States, however, we have modified it into a three-tier direct sales model. In phase one, we will launch our first tier, our Natura Person to Person Naturalist, What this consultant will focus on is interacting one-on-one with our consumers to help them develop products that embrace their being and their individuality. We will also bring our women's products to specialty stores as well as e-commerce to the United States. In phase 2, we will continue our 3-tier direct sales model by implementing our Tier 2 Natura Professional Sales Representative. What this consultant will focus on is interacting on a business-to-business level with salons, as well as encouraging sustainable business operations in those salons as well. And in phase 3, we will bring our Tier 3 Natura Clinical Technician, and they will also operate on a business-to-business level with dermatologists to ensure that they develop products that cater to their consumers. In this phase, we will not only bring our men's products to specialty stores, but we will also begin launching our own Natura America specialty stores, which will parallel our store in France. This is the Natura America triple bottom line that we have modified for the United States. This will provide for us economic, social, and environmental standards that we will measure ourselves on to establish whether Natura America has been successful. A few key goals of ours include under economic responsibility, our goal to gain 7% of the U.S. CF&T market share. Under social responsibility, we want to bring benefits to the communities that we extract our ingredients from. And under environmental responsibility, we want to bring our carbon neutral program to the United States successfully. And now, my colleague, Blair Bradford, will discuss our marketing plan.
Thank you, Kristen. We as Natura Elite Consultants plan to ensure success in the United States through the 4 P's of marketing: product, price, placement, and promotion. Natura America will focus on 2 specific consumer targets. The first is Natura Puresse for women, and the second is Natura Puro for men. Natura Puresse is for women who are looking to improve and seek their true beauty through products that provide for their specific concerns and needs. Natura Puro is for men who generally live active lifestyles and are also willing to improve their well-being through our products. These men and women will earn middle to high income, as well as derive primarily from ethnic and culturally diverse backgrounds. They will range from the age of 25 through 50 years old. We also have a specific shopping target for Natura Puro, and this specific target is women who may purchase these products for their loved one, spouse, or significant other. Our marketing plan is also broken down into 3 phases. In phase 1, we'll focus primarily on women. We will launch rebranded women's products under Natura Brazil that are rebranded under our Natura America line, Puresse. These products will derive primarily from the existing Brazil lines of Ethos and Kronos. We will focus on what we think are necessities of the CF&T market, such as bath and body, hair care, skin care, and fragrances. We will also continue research and development for our innovative products. Our business-to-consumer price is $15 to $35, and through our direct distribution sales, Tier 1, person-to-person naturalists, as well as implementing our products into specialty stores, and our e-commerce Natura America, we will successfully sell our products in the United States throughout phase 1. We will promote our products through a campaign that we call Embrace Your Being, Join the Embracement. Under this campaign, we'll advertise online and offline, i.e. magazines and billboards. We will also implement our products into select trade shows, such as HBA Global, Image, and No Limits Women's Expo, as well as other expos in our future phases. Through traditional social media, such as Facebook and Twitter, we will have the ability to launch our products to our future consumers, as well as the development of our Natura social network, Natura Embrace. Natura Embrace will allow our consultants and our consumers to interact together, and thus discussing our products and building our company in a strong manner as a whole. Through trial and sampling, we will also innovate and focus on the importance of interaction and relationships through pop-up stores. In phase 2, our focus will be our 2 innovative customizations that are key to our success in gaining a competitive advantage among other CF&T markets. This is simply because no other company in the United States has done these innovative customizations successfully. The first innovative customization is our do-it-yourself or DIY products. Take Dana, for example. Dana wants a hair product that will address her specific concerns and needs of the product. Her personal naturalist will be then assigned, and her name is Lisa. In step 1, Dana will tell Lisa her concerns and needs. Dana has dry and brittle hair, and it frizzes when exposed to humidity, and she also wants more volume. In the step 2, Lisa's duty will be able to recommend the top 10 ingredients that apply to Dana. Dana will then choose a standard of 5 ingredients that's shown on the screen in her shampoo and conditioner. Lisa will then get a 16-ounce bottle with the base already in it, and then 4 individual bottles of ingredients that's set to mix into her product. And bam, Dana leaves with a shampoo and a conditioner that embraces her being and her concerns. Dana's combination is then saved into Lisa's database, just in case Dana would like to come back to purchase more products. Our second innovative customization for phase 2 will be our photo analysis for skin and hair. Here, our company will be able to identify the specific concerns and needs of our consumer. We will also develop research and development for our men products, and our price for business to consumer is set at $20 to $40. Our business to business price is set at $90 to $210, and this is because we will focus on selling to salons and clinics in bulk. For placement, we will have our Tier 2, which is our professional sales representative. We will also continue implementing our products into specialty stores. In phase 3, our main focus will be men. Here we will launch rebranded men products under the Natura America line Puro. We will also focus on necessity, and these products will derive primarily from the existing Brazil products of Mr. N, Kaique, and Human Nature. Our price for this segment is, for business to business, is $10 to $30, and our business to business price will remain the same as well. For our direct sales distribution, we will also implement our clinical sales technician, as well as appeal to specialty stores that we know that men will go to, such as fitness centers, as well as sporting goods places, such as Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy, and LA Fitness. And now to introduce our financials, Empress Sturden. Every company has an underlying story, told numerically. The finances, Natura Cosméticos and Natura America are no different. Please note that all values have been converted to US dollars. The historical finances illustrate how Natura Cosméticos, is a company that has great resolve and effective strategies. Over the past 4 years, the net revenues increased by a factor of $1.5 billion at a compound annual growth rate of 18.8%. The earnings before income taxes, depreciation, and amortization corresponded to this growth. Consider that 2011 is still occurring, so these values are projected. This is also our base year. Natura Elite Consultants forecast that Natura Cosméticos will continue on this trend. The net revenues will increase in the next 4 years to $6 billion at the same compound annual growth rate of 18.8%. This is realistic because Natura Cosméticos gets most of its revenues from Latin American countries, particularly Brazil. These countries are emerging markets, which means the middle class is growing and more people are able to buy our products. In addition, according to our research, the cosmetics industry is one of the only industries that stays stable in an economic downturn. Once again, the EBITDA will correspond to this growth. My colleagues and I are certain that our strategy is effective into entering the United States CF&T market. To do this, we will invest $300 million over the course of 3 years to gain a market share of 7%. Our revenues will increase from 0 to $1.7 billion. This is due to the fact that we're not only introducing new products every phase, but we're introducing them into new markets, new regions. The ravages of business will take its hold, but eventually Natura Cosméticos, in a mere 4 years, will become positive again. Ultimately, our net present value will be $179 million, and our return on investment will be 18.6%, well above average. The consolidated finances show how Natura America will affect the company as a whole. Even with the cost of investing into the largest market they've ever invested to, the net revenues increased, in fact they doubled. The CAGR increases by 4% to 23.1%. To summarize our creative, effective, innovative, viable plan strategy, Natura Cosméticos successfully entered the U.S. CF&T market under the subsidiary Natura America. We will do this by first, staying true to our core values and beliefs. Secondly, we will utilize the four-segment value proposition, our modified triple bottom line, and lessons learned from entering other international markets. We will implement our marketing plan of innovative and rebranded products into the U.S., and our ingenious three-tiered direct sales model, and our Embrace Your Dream campaign, which sponsors individuality, diversity, and self-esteem. To fund all this, we will invest $300 million over the course of 3 years to reach a net present value of $179 million, and have a return on investment of 18.6%, well above average. However, Natura Cosméticos was anything but average. Thank you. Welcome for questions and answers.
Just a brief question starting out. You mentioned that you're suggesting that we open a manufacturing plant within America. Where would the sourcing of the supplies come from, the raw materials?
Well, first, our rebranded products will be manufactured in Brazil, the home company, and then they will be shipped to our distribution centers. Our manufacturing companies will then have the base as well as develop repackaging. So it's also cost effective due to the fact that we are leasing buildings and we're not actually building them.
So you're basically saying that you will have assembling of the products in the U.S., in North Carolina, right? So you're bringing most of the materials, semi-finished products from Brazil, and then assembling them in the U.S. and packaging them in the U.S.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I mean.
So did you guys consider the other markets that you could conceivably spend I think it was $300 million is the investment that you're asking for, and how much your return on investment would be if we did an alternative recommendation? So, for example, we spent it in China or India, any of the other markets?
Yes, we have thought about that, but due to our research and development in past countries that we have expanded into, we are prepared to enter a customer target such as the United States. Our customer target coincides with the United States. However, China is a big part of our phase, but that will be implemented into a later phase, such as phase 5 and phase 3, among 2018 years 2020.
Actually, I'm sorry.
And to add on to what my colleague said, we are also entering the United States because it is the biggest CF&T market in the world.
I did actually want to do a follow-up question on distribution strategy. You mentioned having the manufacturing assembly facility in North Carolina, and if I remember correctly, a lot of the initial phase is going to happen a little bit on the coast, so West Coast, East Coast. What caused the decision to have a facility in North Carolina versus somewhere else where you may say, well, your transportation distribution costs as you're shipping it from coast to coast?
In North Carolina, the reason we put our distribution center in North Carolina is because it would cover the East Coast of where our cities are, and then we put our distribution center in New Mexico because that would cover the West Coast. And also because from a financial point of view, to locate a distribution center in North Carolina and New Mexico and to lease one would be more cost effective. To add on what my colleague said, in North Carolina, we would be using open innovation by partnering with the universities such as Duke, NC State, and the University of North Carolina, because we would be providing jobs to chemists as well as other consultants.
Can you elaborate just a little bit on the 6 cities that you chose as the initial pilot and what's unique about those particular cities in the U.S. from your point of view?
Okay, so we chose the three pure areas of Los Angeles, San Diego, and New York City and Philadelphia because those are metropolitan areas and those are areas of high population. And then we chose Miami and Fort Lauderdale, specifically Miami, because Miami serves as a air traffic gateway to South America, so we would be able to go back and forth between Miami and South America easily.
Thank you.